Good evening and welcome to Workhorse Wrestling Network. You are gathered with us here for the Cookout podcast as we're here every Tuesday night, 7:30 p.m. Pacific, 10:30 p.m. Eastern over there on the East Coast where Miss Anika, our Anarchy Queen, resides. And we should be getting a drop in at some point, I believe, here from CM. She says she is on her way. So hopefully we'll have
Mhm.
three here tonight. In the meantime, it is myself and Anika. I think we're going to try a little water. I'll do some housekeeping and see if CM shows up. We'll do Clown of the Week, and then we're going to review Wrestle Dream from Saturday night.
Yeah,
How are you doing on this fine Tuesday, Miss Anika?
it's been good. I actually been off, so I actually relaxed a little bit. It sounds disrespectful though, but I'm in Florida, so I can't. What's new?
It's nice to
How
have
about
you
you?
here. It has been a minute since you haven't had to work on a Tuesday night, so that's nice.
That's also there, right? Yeah.
It feels like a lot of pressure, but you're kind of like the linchpin. It's like if Anika comes and we do a show, we
That is
follow it.
not
But it's
no.
the way it kind of works out because, like, I can't do them alone, really. And, like, I already would see him do it. And it's like, it's always like, if Anika can, then we'll do it. If not, then we can't. So, yeah, it's a lot
No,
of pressure, but I also know that the fans love Anika. So, uh,
you can't put
let's
that on
see.
me.
Uh, If you're with us, we appreciate you joining Workhorse Wrestling Network for all your wrestling content or however you join with us. We recognize that we can be fairly inconsistent at times, but we do appreciate y'all hanging in with us. We do see the numbers going up slowly but surely. I think we're at like 244, so they do continue to rise. So we appreciate each and every one of you. If you're new to the Workhorse Wrestling Network channel, give us a subscribe on the YouTube channel. Hit the like button on this video. If you hit that little bell, you'll be notified every time we put something up on the Workhorse Wrestling Network channel. That's the best way to make sure that you tune in when we are here. Let's see what else. If you're with us on Twitch, give us a follow over there. We appreciate you over there as well. Chime in the chat. Let us know what you thought of Wrestle Dream as a whole. Anything you want to talk about in particular. If you have any clowns, let us know. If you want to talk about anything else, we're here to talk about whatever you want to talk about. So, what did you think of Wrestle Dream as a whole? Let's just kind of talk about it as a whole for a minute, and while we see if CM comes in. If she does in a couple minutes, we'll just dive in. What do you think of it as a
Well,
whole show?
so as a whole show, it was decent. You still have to put in the factors that this was I, we all know what's dream was coming up, but it feels like they put this show together within maybe 3 weeks before it came. It feels like between All Out and this, it feels like 3 weeks to build up the whole pay per view. So with all that being in mind, it was pretty good.
Yeah, and and especially since the idea, I guess, because other people have said it as well that All Out is kind of your reset, right? So to try to
Yeah,
have a reset and then 3 weeks later you got another pay per view, it's a pretty short time to try to reset everything and actually kind of start over and you're just barely trying to start over and get people warmed up in new storylines, like you know what I mean? And then it's like there's a pay per view. So, but all that said, I thought it was really good. I was talking to my buddy who, is a diehard wrestling fan, and we often exchange like ratings of matches and shows as we watch them. And so I was looking back on how I rated the matches as I was watching them, and I I didn't. I mean, the lowest rated I had was like 3.5, and that was honestly, that was we'll get there when we get there, but that was Tony Storm and Chris Statlander. I don't know why. There was just something about that particular match. I just felt like
hmm.
it did it for me. But other than that, I thought the show was very, very good. I mean, I probably give it like somewhere close to a 9 overall. I mean, I didn't really have any complaints about it. I mean, I thought there were some really amazing matches. So aha. It looks like we treaded water long enough to get our third workhorse. I don't know if I have to let her in or if she can let herself in. I don't want to bring it. She can let herself in and not do it too early.
Let
Let's
me
see.
hit it.
I didn't do it and she'll yell at me if I wasn't supposed to. I don't know if I have to bring you in or if you can bring yourself in. I didn't want to bring you in too early if you were doing something. But I was like, I guess if I get in trouble, I get in trouble. So welcome.
Now I was being lazy.
We were just kind of water so that we could. I was just asking Nico what she thought of Wrestle Dream overall as a show. We were waiting for you so we could do Clown of the Week and then dive in a little more in depth for our Wrestle Dream review. What did you think of the show overall?
It was so good. Like I loved it. I did not see the ending coming like it came. But yeah, we'll dive into it.
That
Let me
is
do clown of the week really quickly. Um, of course, the ever present Punk, aka Clowns of the Week. Please go away forever. Um, biggest clowns of the week go to WWE and their whole non-compete clauses, or TKO, and the non-compete clauses. What the hell is that? Especially for like the urban. Holy crap! 2 years.
2 years. When did they become 2 years? And who has that clause?
That was Samantha Urban. They said it that she had 2 years left on her contract, but I feel like I remember them saying that her contract was almost up and she chose not to resign, which is like, if that's true, then how do you have 2 years? But that's also like, okay, well, if Andrade was fired, how does he have at least 90-day not compete? How in the world are they getting away with not paying him? Like, it's
So with
not paying
Andrade,
him
not to mention, but there's
90
something
days.
I'm ethical about the fact that I don't get me wrong. WWE is not the only company in the world to work for as far as wrestling goes. I get that, but like, it is still a big company, and it is might be the biggest company, AEW, considered still. And the fact that in order to work for them, so to make a decent wage as a professional wrestler or whatever they pay you, maybe we could argue about the wages, but to make it in any regards to being, you have to agree to this non-complete clause. It's that's so unethical. Like, it just the whole concept is just nonsense.
I think for
so,
me, what's bothering me the most is the fact that it's not just WWE anymore. It's the fact they keep buying companies and working with other companies. So
Mm.
it basically pushes you into like a little box where if you don't work directly for WWE, cool. But now you can't really work with TNA. You can't work with what was it? CMLL? No, is it AAA or CMLL?
CMML, Triple A is with
CMLL.
AWE now.
Yeah.
Like if you're not signed with them, like you can't find work elsewhere. So it's like a Cedric Alexander gets let go from a lucrative like contract at WWE, signs with TNA. TNA starts working with WWE. He's basically working for WWE again for maybe like a tenth of what he's getting paid or something like that. And it's just like, to me, it makes no sense because it's just like basically y'all are firing whoever you want to and then work getting them to work for you again for much less money.
Now, real quick, is the and does Andrade in the health wellness? Is that the reason why he's in this mess, or is it just because the contract is crazy?
So no one knows because he got fired because he violated the health policy, the wellness policy.
Right.
But in doing that, usually when you get fired, you don't have a non-compete. You just go on to the next thing. Like I know when I was an independent contractor, and I still am to a certain extent with some of my things. If I separate from a company, unless they are going to pay out the rest of my contract term, I have no non compete. I have no loyalty to them. Therefore, I can literally pick up and the next minute work with another company if I choose to. How is this making someone an independent contractor when they have at least a 90-day non-compete? But again, they're not paying them during that 90 days. So how is that even legal? And if I were him, I would want to challenge it. But then it becomes Andrade is the problem because he's taking it to court and people aren't really thinking about all the things that are happening. It's like the lady who sued McDonald's. Oh, she sued McDonald's to get money. No, she sued McDonald's because she got like third-degree burns and McDonald's didn't want to take responsibility and just pay her like $500. She had to sue for like all this money and they painted her as a greedy person. Andrade is now on in certain spaces being called a certain type of person who is high ranking in crime because that's the only thing that makes sense based off of WWE's fan base. And it's like the company in and of itself, the way they move is shady. Now you're adding more shadiness to this. Even Vince wasn't this bad. Like it's crazy.
Yeah,
Like I
it's right.
no, real quick. I really think if he didn't go to AEW, this wouldn't be a big issue. If he would just went to somewhere like a small company that was in Mexico, or maybe hell, even MLW, they wouldn't have been this bar. But for him to go immediately back to AEW, I think that's why they're like, oh hell nah, and then that's why they're all this foolishness is starting right now, which is unfortunate.
But that's
Yeah.
not his problem. He's an
It's not.
independent contractor who got fired. So as an independent contractor who got fired, why is it his responsibility to do anything for them? It's not.
It's crazy to feel like it. I don't want to say it because I can't really say it with a straight face, but like, was it better with Vince? Like, that's such a bizarre thing to say to
I,
even come out of my mouth, but was it actually better with the devil in charge? Like, I mean,
I
it's
don't.
like,
I don't think it's better. I think we know too much about the backstage
mm,
stuff. 'Cause like
Mhm.
number one, it was only when in Vince era, it was only WWE and WCW, and that ended in 2001. So from
Oh,
2001 to relatively 2022, he didn't have to deal with this.
but he did
Like there,
because that's why we had the whole thing with TNA because TNA was technically the second biggest company in the US and we started booking the women better because TNA became more known for their knockouts division. In their knockouts division, they were winning over new people all the time. More and more people were watching and realizing, hey, we don't need WWE. And some of their favorite people from WWE ended up in TNA. Like Kurt Angle had a longer
that's probably the biggest
career.
one.
He had a long career in TNA. And yeah, he was high as a kite for a lot of it. But he had good
Stop.
storylines.
eh,
No,
Like it wasn't until Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff went over there that you before TNA kind of went down because you had Samoa Joe, you had AJ Styles, you had a six-sided ring, you had something new, you had something different, you had Marty Brown, you had so many different moving pieces that were so different that you wanted to watch, and the storylines made sense. It wasn't a bunch of mess. It was something interesting, it was something new, refreshing, and exciting. And then you got two people that come and kill it. Add to that, Vince was around at the start of AEW for a lot of AEW. We praised Triple H for a lot of the things that happened, but Triple H is very much a one note pony. He's not that good. And we're starting to notice that. I think TKO is exposing him purposefully to get rid of him, but also their business dealings are going to have people be like, do I really want to sign here? Like, looking at all the people who have moved from like an AEW to there, who really is better off besides Cody? And that's because Cody is great at politicking, and Cody is WWE type of guy. And I think people are starting to realize that more and more. Like, a lot of
Yeah.
who Cody is as a person aligns with WWE.
I
So
agree with all that.
I'm gonna say it until his contract is up. AJ go to AEW. AJ Styles. AJ Styles. Look at me. Look at Anika. Look at Anika. You are my favorite. Yeah, screw it. You were my top 10 favorite wrestlers. You are the main reason why TNA was a popular brand. So your biggest rivals are still wrestling. After this contract is up, go to AEW. I need you to end your career truly phenomenally. Just one match with Samoa Joe, and I'll be fine. I know it's a lot of money. I know you got buttload of kids, but I need you to end your career how you're supposed to end it. Please, Young Bucks, talk to your boy. Please, Christopher Daniels, talk to your boy. Please.
I would
It,
love him to end it in the company that he basically helped found because he put people in contact with people. But the same thing with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Yeah, I would love it to happen.
please, please.
Any other
But
comments of the
also,
week? Oh,
yes,
good.
my last one of the week goes to Sarah Stock, aka Sarita from TNA. Man, twofold. Um, Please stop putting the onus on mothers only to watch what their kids do. Parents should watch, or adults should watch what the kids are watching and make sure it's appropriate. Also, why are the kids up that late at night watching wrestling? Also, who are you to tell Amanda Huber to toughen up when she tries to tell you, when she tries to correct your behavior in private, and you take it to Twitter to try to make a point and literally say, fish tank head show bad. Choking someone with a purse strap, good, because your boobs look good. Choices, man. Choices. And then to be mad that people are like, yeah, this is basically trying to get attention from either WWE or for a podcast or something. So yeah, if you didn't know, she's been on a rant like Gail Kim about how the Darby Allin ending spot of the fish tank was too much. Now mothers
Girl,
should
shut your
stop that happening.
please.
Um, and AEW's being irresponsible. Now, as a mom
Yeah.
with children who are mischievous, my children do not need to watch AEW to be mischievous. My children can watch cartoons, manga, read books, all that stuff, and have some of the ideas if they choose to. Add into that, they know wrestling is scripted. They're not going to run around trying to put each other's heads in fish tanks because one, they know mom will knock them out trying to put someone's head in a fish tank. And then two, who thinks, oh, I'm going to put somebody's head in a fish tank? Like,
And
is she
Sting gonna
stupid or
appear, but
is she stupid or she don't? Like, Just try to figure it out.
Mixed feelings about the whole thing. As a parent, as all sorts of stuff. I got a lot of mixed feelings about it because I first of all, it's a pay per view, so the reality is that it's not just on everybody's channel, on everybody's TV willy nilly for your kid to just turn on your TV and just see it. Now, yes,
You
Dynamite
pay
might
for
be in,
this.
and they do. Dynamite might be in WWE Raw, and SmackDown might be in, Collision might be in. Sometimes they do some stuff on there that's probably, you know, beyond what a kid should be able to just turn on and just see. At the same time, parents, the onus is on parents to pay attention to what your kids are doing. I do think as a society, and I'm not gonna lie, when I was watching Darby versus Mox and the crowd is yelling, "You murdered him," there's we as a society, as a species thrive on watching people get hurt. I mean, you see it all through time. We just do it, especially when we're in a crowd like that. And the fact that you're cheering that, there is something inherently kind of weird about just people, thousands of people cheering on somebody else, even if you know it's scripted, even if you don't, because they do that in UFC things. They do it in stuff that we think, I know, CM, you're convinced anything you can bet on is scripted. But for those of us that aren't quite that cynical or jaded, that still believe there is some true competition out there, even when it is true competition, people are still just as happy about it. So it's not like there's just this, oh, he's not going to get hurt because it's wrestling and we know it's scripted and fake. No, there's this. We love that shit. We've been cheering on gladiators since the dawn of time. I mean, there's this inherent lust for violence, and especially when we get together as a group. And I do think that there is. I can tell you because I've seen it, because I've raised kids. I see it with my grandson. I put on wrestling for 10 seconds and he's jumping on me. He wants to do what he sees them do on TV. I'm not saying he's going to put my head in a fish tank. I'm not saying I would allow it. I'm not saying as a parent that you don't have a responsibility to make sure that doesn't happen. I'm just saying kids do emulate what they see. And as a parent, it's your job to tell them that's not right. But the problem is there's way too many parents out there that don't do that. There's way too many parents out there that aren't paying attention. And I'm not saying it's on AEW or WWE, but it is a societal issue as a whole. And I don't know how to address that. We are a violence first culture in a lot of ways. And it doesn't, I don't think it serves us as a race in general. I mean, I just don't. So,
I
but I
mean,
don't know how you change that. I mean, it's been like that forever. So I don't know how you change that.
so to go along with that, if you want to change it, then you need to stop celebrating Christmas because the true history of Christmas is celebrating, you know,
No, I
certain
mean, it
things
takes a
for certain
revision of a
things.
whole lot of things. I mean, Christmas would be one of
And
them.
then,
There's
oh,
a,
wait, wait,
a
wait, wait,
million and
wait,
one
wait,
things. And,
wait, 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 because your reasoning is also the reasoning, not you in particular, but the things that you're saying are the reason that certain parts of history are not taught because no one wants to talk about the fact that people that look like me, our body parts, our hair, our teeth were used for other people's benefits, including furniture, including shoes, including
oh,
books, including people writing books about how to cook people who look like me. We don't want to talk about the people who took pictures and body parts from unalivings as souvenirs. So it's like to hear people get all upset about wrestling, which is scripted, it's like
no,
okay, there's much
I'm
more
not
to say.
advocating
But
for.
hold on.
I'm not.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. And I'm saying also, as a mom, it pissed me off because she addressed moms and only moms, not parents, but
Of
moms.
course,
That pissed me
of
off.
course.
And she's not a mother.
Yeah.
So a lot of times when people who aren't parents address parents in a condescending way, it pisses me off. Let me
No,
not say that. It pisses me off
sure.
when people who aren't mothers address mothers in a certain way. It's like, yeah, we have enough that we have to deal with. You better talk to both of us who will be considered. But then also, it's a simple thing of kids emulate things that they see, yes, but there's a difference between emulating what you see and something happening with you. Because my kids can sit and watch the news, but they're not going to harm nobody at school. And that's something that's on news every day. It's within certain things. Again, my kids will do stuff because they're kids and they like to jump on people. They like to jump on each other. They didn't watch wrestling for the longest, and they still like to jump on each other and wrestle. It's
No
part
doubt.
of figuring out what they're doing. But I don't think it's fair to say, and it's not you that's saying it, it's for other people who are saying, oh, wrestling needs to do better. No, you as a parent, if you are afraid that this is going to happen, don't watch it. Don't watch any sports. If you gonna say that, you better not be watching football. Better not be watching soccer.
Mm.
You might want
Or
you
then
can
your
watch
kids play
football
it, or I
maybe,
mean, not that she has any, but but yeah, I mean, you can't. Yeah, no, I agree.
but
I
for
agree.
me,
And
it seemed
again,
like
that's
very hypocritical. It was very hypocritical for her to be like, "Oh, this thing with the AEW and the fish tank thing was too far," but then also be like, "Oh, it's okay for me to choke somebody out because my boobs are good." And that literally was happening in the same conversation she was having. She's like, "Oh, my boobs look good. That's why I did it. Like that's not problem. My boobs look good." And it's like, "Yeah, bro,
right.
yeah."
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, we as a society owe each other the duty to definitely talk about and remember all the atrocities that we as a species have created, and to work towards trying to find a way to not make those happen in the future. We're terrible at that, at learning from our mistakes, and violence is one of them. I mean, between wars and whatever you want to call it, I mean, it just, yeah, we, as a species, we like violence, unfortunately. So, but again, we're here to talk about violence. Let's talk about some wrestling.
Hold on,
And
Anika,
more
did you have
so,
anything?
just real quick, it's a derby match. So you just lazy. If you think a derby I quit match is gonna be just inside the four ropes of the ring, then you're lazy. So I don't even know. Like once you start with derby, not a professional wrestling match, you're lazy and you're dumb. So girl, go on somewhere with yourself.
But it's also
Even though it was
Darby's
a
a
main event,
professional
should we start with
stuntman.
Darby?
Yeah,
Since
we
we're talking about
can.
it, should we just start with it?
But the thing is, Darby Allen is a freaking stuntman. Where did you think it was going to go? Like, he came out with a
Like
freaking
this.
flamethrower before.
Yeah. No, I mean, you got what you expected. I thought it was exactly what you expected. That spot where
I
Claudio threw him onto the announce table, that was
Now,
insane. Like,
The fact
dude,
that Claudio went to the front of the ring, I thought he was going to throw him over the front, and then it's like, no, it just yeeted him, like midway over the ring to the
his
freaking
that
body
announce
was
table.
bounced off of that
that
announce
was
table.
so disrespectful because that freaking announce table has not lost a battle. That thing will not collapse for nothing. So you knew when you threw him, he was gonna bounce off like a ping pong ball. So disrespectful.
Honestly,
So disrespectful.
I heard I believe I can fly as it happened,
I thought,
and I
first of all,
was just like,
what'd you think
I
of
was
the
like, there's no
undyed stick?
way. I did not expect that. I'm really, I did not see Sting coming back. I did not see
I
Sting
didn't
coming
think he
back.
was gonna be
Like
white
I
like that. Like that
popped.
hair was white, boy. Ooh,
I mean,
But
he
he
is
looks
I've been
white.
following
so
him on social media. I've been following him on social media, so I knew it was going to be right, but I did not expect him to pop up. He was the last one I expected to pop up.
with the beard, everything. Like, oh my gosh, he actually looks. I actually like ghost. I'm gonna, yeah, I'm like actually like ghosting, where it's like the beard and the hair. It's like yes, it's like I'm done wrestling. I'm a grandpa. Screw y'all. But then you put the face paint over it. It looks so much more dangerous somehow. And like yes, yes. But I wish Sammy was here because there is a reason why they had the fish tank. It was supposed to be fire. It was supposed to be some type of uh illumination in this match. But evidently, St. Louis, Missouri, or Missouri has a fire. They told them they couldn't
It was
use
the commission,
fire.
wrestling commission.
The Wrestling Commission in Missouri. What the freak? Like,
They
come
wouldn't let them
come
do fire,
on.
so they
It
did
was a
water
great match.
instead
It was a great match. But
until the ending.
why can't we use fire?
I thought it was really good until John Moxley tapped in the Scorpion Deathlock that he should have never tapped out. Like, I mean, the quit when said I quit would be. I mean, he didn't give any effort. John Moxley, the kind of guy that you portrayed him as, and he's portrayed himself as, would go to sleep way before he ever said I quit. And for him to say I quit, because he was in the middle of the ring into water, it's like, come on now. That's the simple Scorpion Deathlock. He could have got there's that. I don't care. I don't care. So other than that, I thought the match was great.
But you gotta think about it. He's tired. His whole crew is down. He doesn't have any backup. Sting came back. And eventually, you gotta realize Sting took on the whole freaking NWO, and there was 11 of them motherfuckers. Like, do you want to keep dealing with Sting? Popping up everywhere? I don't want to deal with Sting. I would tap out. And, yes, could it have been more? But at the same time, like, how much more could you do? The man got yeeted across the freaking ring and hit the freaking announce table and still fought. At what point do you say, you know what? I'm gonna take the easy one because Pack and his angry self beat him down. Claudio beat him. Marina did her thing. Yuta got in some steps. Garcia got some in. I've done my best. We beat this man down multiple times. We throw him down some steps. We beat him up in prison. You know what? Before he goes to get the flamethrower, I'ma just quit. Let me tap out in the Scorpion Deathlock because it's either that or I get set on fire. I'm gonna take Scorpion Deathlock.
You
Because
missed that coffin drop on the apron when Marina pulled Moxley out of the way, and you, oh, dude.
but like, let's flip it. Moxley then got choked out like 5 times before this match happened as well. So I'm pretty sure he's like, I'm not tired of submissions. It's like, y'all tired. Like, listen, you did it because you choked 2 people out, so it's your fault. But yeah, you got choked out at All Out. You got choked out at All In. It's like, I'm pretty sure he's done being choked out. So like, I'm tired. It's over. I'm done.
Is this the end of John Moxley and Darby Allin? What more can they do at this point?
I think you have to end it for now.
Yeah.
I think
Sorry, say that one more
John
time.
Moxley. I think John Moxley and Darby Allin is ended for now. I think if someone's gonna pick it up, let it be a Wheeler. Let it be a Dave Garcia. Let it be a Pat. Let it be someone else. Let John Moxley take a damn break.
Yeah.
You have done the Lord's work, sir. You can rest. You can sit down.
And so after watching the whole show, are you guys satisfied with this as the main event? Looking back at the card in hindsight. I know hindsight's always 2020, but are you satisfied with this as the main event?
Oh yeah. This was the most built out of all the matches. And with Hangman and Samoa Joe, that story isn't done. So how that ended, it wouldn't have been as climactic as Darby and Moxley. I wish we had more time with Darby celebrating with the flag, but that's just the runtime. You can't really do nothing about that. But yeah, there was no other match ending that would have topped that. Honestly,
I agree with that as well. What do you guys want to talk about next? I'm just going down the list here of the captions, not in any order. I know this is. What about Paige and Joe? Hangy and Samoa Joe. What y'all think about that?
I thought Hangman was gonna go. I thought Hangman was gonna turn heel. I thought Hangman might turn heel, or Samoa Joe was
Really?
going to win. I did. I thought we had a
Mm,
little bit more of the ops, meaning the good guys, just a little bit more, just a tiny bit more. I did like the ending. The match was great. I love the match, but the ending of the ops, being the ops, and beat the crap out of Hangman. Yeah, yeah, it makes sense. But now it's
It,
like, who's going for the belt? Because all three of them could beat him.
it feels right. I love Samoa Joe. I love Hobbs and Shabbat for New Boo Boo. But more so of Hobbs and Samoa Joe, they're better heels. They're better heels. And listen, I'm not a crazy fan where I want to go against the script and be cheered for them. I'm a silently just approve from the background. But yes, I want Guy Ritchie heel Samoa Joe in a suit,
Yeah.
making
Right.
sense, even though it shouldn't make
Mm-hmm.
sense. I want that. And and and
Mhm.
and Hobbs is being Debo and just tossing people around for no freaking reason. Yeah, this feels better. This feels so much better. And then on Dynamite is them versus her syndicate. That's gonna be so freaking interesting and fun. It's like, yes, all of this feels good.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, my heart wants Samoa Joe, but at the same time, I understand he's already been champion before, and this is Hangman's time, and the match came off fine. I mean, as much as I love Samoa Joe, at this point in his career, he's not giving you probably, I mean, he could, but he's not doing 30 minutes. So, it's a good 15, 17 minutes. They made him look really strong. A dead eye and three buckshots. I mean, he kicked out of that dead eye and three buckshot lariats before he even went down
Woo!
and pinned. So, I mean, you can't make him look any stronger than he did. And I thought, the whole match looked really good. Solid, solid win for Hangman Page in his, in this reign as champion, his second title run. So yeah, I mean, I don't know that it makes me like Hangman necessarily anymore, but the match itself was great. I thought it came off really good. I enjoyed it. So let's see. What about our women's title match? Chris Statlander defending against Tony Storm. Did anybody really think that Tony was going to win here this quick after Stat just won the belt?
The percentage wasn't 100
Yeah.
because it is Tony Storm, but for me, I 75% said that Statlander was retaining.
I thought Tony was gonna win.
You thought Tony was going to win?
Say my
Yep,
words, why?
because it's Tony Storm,
Yeah, th-
and
literally that's like they give
Tony
her. Yeah,
Tony loves Tony. So
Tony does love
Tony
Tony.
don't
I
Tony.
I I thought the match was okay. I was a little underwhelmed. I just didn't feel like the two of them together had the greatest chemistry in between the ropes, and I don't know what that was about. And I just am not 100% sold on Statlander being champion. She's put in the work. She's done all that stuff. There's something about her that just lacks a little for me. I'm not excited about it. I don't know, like it feels just a little underwhelming with her as champion. So, and I thought the match was a little underwhelming. I mean, it was fine for what it was. I love Tony Storm, and it was fine. I don't know. It just for the women's titles match, for the women's world championship, it felt a little underwhelming for me.
it could have been built a little bit more. But I liked it overall. I actually thought they had great chemistry. I thought everything went really good. I enjoyed the whole thing. It could have had more build to it though.
That was like I want someone to go through time and tell us when has it been a great babyface versus babyface match. I'm pretty sure it's only a handful of them. Where it's like, oh, we actually like both of them. We don't know who we want to win. It's like it really is hard to get invested, and you don't want to see someone, at least one person, get the behind whooped. So they had a big battle to climb with that, but I do think they did a decent job. They did a decent job, and Statler needed this to solidify that she is champ. Now, how the rest of this is gonna go, I don't. How, like when I say this her championship reign, I don't know how the rest is gonna go. I'm like, who? Well, let's transition. She's gonna face Mercedes, and that kind of surprised me that we're doing champion versus champion so fast. It's like, okay, oh shoot, so y'all want her to beat Tony Storm and Mercedes within the same time period? That was very shocking. I'm actually like, no offense, in my mind, I don't think Mercedes is gonna win that one. I wouldn't be mad if she does, but I don't think she's gonna beat Statlander. That's just
So
me.
she's won the majority of their matches, if not all of their matches already.
Yeah,
But I think she's going to be by shenanigans. Because it's going to be the thing of Mercedes can't win the women's belt. And as she's like, I can win this belt, that's when she's going to start losing her other 12 belts. She's going to lose at least 11 of them because the Owen, she's going to obviously keep. But she's going to lose everything else.
I like that story. I actually do like that story. And shout out to Mercedes. The Selena fit was perfect. Yeah, that's why she's my champion. That's why I still love her.
I think I accidentally deleted the whatchamacallit for that banner for that, or the caption for the Mercedes match. But let's talk about Mercedes versus Mina. What did you guys think?
So we talked about this on Winter Circle that Mercedes. This was very impromptu because Mercedes was doing a CLL match either that night or or Friday night. So for them to do like, oh, she needs to be on the card. We're just gonna do a open challenge, and then Marina Shapiro. Yeah, no. Say her name.
Mina,
Say her name.
Mina
Mina.
Shirakawa.
Me and Shapiro. To answer the call, that was a choice. I can say words. My concern is, did she need 11 belts? I don't know if
So,
she needs 11 belts. I don't.
so
Now we're just getting crazy with it. But props to her for putting in that work this weekend where she's like, okay, I'll do too much. I don't give a crap. I respect it. I respect it. But yeah, I'm still on back to her versus Statlander. It's so soon. It's so soon for me. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I love Mercedes, but I'm not necessarily interested in seeing her have both the TBS championship and the world championship. I think that's doing too much. It's a little too concentrated for me. I understand she's good enough to have both belts, but I just don't need to see that, and it makes it kind of uninteresting. I'm not necessarily big on the whole belt collector thing, especially when 8 of them are from companies I have no idea who they even are. Which is,
no,
to
that's
be
on
fair, that's
you.
on me. But at the same time, I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
Here's the
and I,
thing. Here's the thing. It's not meant for you. It's meant for the
Mhm.
people who actually go to those shows because those shows are now selling more and they're growing the fan base in their regions.
sure,
So it's
no, that
helping
makes
regional
sense.
territories grow. I
Yeah,
do
I
not
mean,
think Mercedes is going to touch that top belt until mid 2026 or 2027. I think that is going to be the one belt that she cannot win, whether it's because she takes a straight loss or shenanigans for a long time. And I think that's going to be the thing that causes her to absolutely freaking snap. And
I put that.
I want to see an insane Mercedes.
Yes,
Give me that. Because
I can't wait for that.
the wrestler that we've gotten so far has been phenomenal. Give me an insane Mercedes and give it to me in the form of ending with Mercedes versus Athena. I
yeah,
want that.
no, I like that.
I
I think that
need
would work
that.
well.
For Statlander, I think what is going to happen, what is going to end her reign, is either Marina Shafir or Willow Nightingale. And I look forward to those stories being built with both of them because I think Chris is a great storytelling wrestler, and I think she needs a bit of a story behind her. And that's okay because Tony Storm needed the same thing in order for us to really dive into Tony Storm. So give me something more fleshed out. I am happy the women's division is getting more fleshed out though. I love that.
What do you think of her entrance? Her video, Statlander's video, like alien entrance thingy, and then the little guys that were with her.
I like
Are
how
those
she
her
went
aliens,
back to
or
that.
are those are those her alien people or her minions? Because it felt really Egyptian. So I wasn't sure which one it was.
Maybe both.
Maybe both.
Maybe both. I guess while we're talking about the women, should we talk about what I thought was the best women's match of the night? I thought Jamie Hayter versus Thekla. I thought they killed it. I thought, man, I every time I see her, I'm more and more impressed with Thekla, and I'm so glad Jamie Hayter's back and has like some. Not to go around the pro women wrestle,
Though
but I'm just saying like some actual real. I mean, they worked well together. I thought this match. I thought they killed it.
them two are the ones to watch. Those two. Yeah, yeah. It was yeah. It was good. It was really good. I I think Thekla, Jamie Hayter, Megan Bain have all brought something to revitalize the women's division in AEW. I think going against established people like Willow, Chris, Tony, all of them, I think we now have a really great mix of established talent, new talent coming in, but you don't quite know who's going to win. And in this match, I didn't know who was going to win. I didn't even know if there was going to be a winner because I thought they might just beat each other up.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
I thought yeah.
uh, it
Good.
feels like Jamie Hayter is now back at all cylinders. Where it's like, okay, there's swaggy Jader. I mean, Hater. There's a swaggy, that's a swaggy chick we fell in love with that was just Molly Walker chick for no good freaking reason. And I'm so glad you're back. And Blood and Guts, DK, or whoever is in charge, treat it with care. Please treat women's blood and cuts with care. Because these women can do it. But it just has to be set up right. So please set it up right, and I will be a happy camper.
Yep. All right. What about? I know I'm going to take heat for this. It wasn't bad. I'm going to preface this by saying it wasn't bad. It was just my least favorite match of the night. I think just because of everything, and
It's
I'll explain
Okada.
why. But
It's
no, it
Okada.
wasn't. It's not. No, it's not. It's the Hurt Syndicate versus the
Wait,
Demand.
hold
Honestly,
on. This was your least favorite of the night?
just because, first of all, this is the same issue that Anika was talking about with, I think, Statlander and Tony Storm. You had two heel teams, and it feels very weird for people to be cheering for the Hurt Syndicate like that. I mean, I
The Hurt
understand that they're a
Syndicate
fan
are
favorite, but like,
heels.
they're not supposed to be cheered. They're bad guys. They hurt people for
How
fun,
are
like,
not?
and for money.
No, no, no,
So
no, no,
you
no,
shouldn't
no,
be
Oh,
being
no,
cheered
no,
like that.
no. I will
oh,
not let you lie. I will not let you lie in the good name of
people.
Bobby Lashley, MVP, and Shelton Benjamin. It is not for fun. It is for profit. They don't hurt people for fun. They hurt people because it's very lucrative for them.
They said for fun and money. They said for fun and money. They have heard a couple people just for fun where they haven't been paid for it. I mean, I guess they're paid in general for what they do, but yeah. And I just thought it just feels like these guys have been going around and round. It's already long in the tooth. I feel like I've seen this already. I don't know. This was it wasn't bad. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. It just when I look back on the pay per view, for me, this was probably my least favorite match of the show.
I don't want to rank anything, but no, I ain't gonna rank it. It's fine. But
But
I will
yeah,
say that they should have maybe put some distance in between matches. I don't think they should have like I again, we're in a circle, watch it on Saturday mornings. We have very good insights. Uh them doing all out and then doing a street fight and then doing a tag team match and then doing this match. It's like we could have had a talking segment in there where it's like let's give people a break to want them to beat each other up. That's just me. That's me. But match wise, this this was good. Don't ask me why, but it was. I enjoyed it.
I mean, how can you spread it out? Like, let's be real. How can you spread it out when you have all of those matches? How do you logistically book everything and spread out everything without it being something bumping up against something and being too much? I think it was. I think it was done correctly. I think the match order was done correctly because like it gave you time to breathe, time to pee, time to go get food, but also you were entertained. It's not like a Chris Jericho match where you're just like,
sure.
how much more can he sweat off before I go to the bathroom and come back? Like
Yeah,
it was enough that if you had to leave for like 20 minutes, you come back and you're either going to be watching the match at the end or it's going to be something new and refreshing. And like what you missed is kind of shown again. So I think it was pretty good. But to me, I'm going to say Shelton Benjamin throwing Ricochet and then doing a tope, and Shelton Benjamin is 50 years old. Oh my god, WWE, y'all wasted that man twice.
Yeah.
that's so
Yeah, no, I mean, I walked away. When this was done, I thought to myself, Shelton Benjamin is really, 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 really good. MVP is way too old. Bobby Lashley needs to be doing singles wrestling, and I really like the Gates of Agony. Like their future is really bright. I mean, there was a lot of bright spots about this. I just didn't. I'm just kind of over it a little bit. I think, and the two heels, the two teams being heels, it just doesn't. I
they're
don't know.
not
That's,
healed.
who's
They
not a
just hurt
heel?
people. They hurt people. Okay,
But let's turn to what I thought might have been the match of the night, which was the return of Jurassic Express as a tag team versus perhaps the best tag team on the planet. It's debatable. You can argue whoever you want to argue with about whatever, but they're up there in that conversation. And I thought that both these teams, especially the Bucks, definitely held that up. And I thought I'm so happy to see Jurassic Express back together. I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of Jack Perry, but this is the best iteration of him that I like. So, and I'm happy to see Luchasaurus back as Luchasaurus. I thought this match was amazing. I enjoyed
3271.
every bit of
3271. Like, bruh.
it.
Oh
Yeah,
my god,
okay,
come on,
wait,
Sean.
the intro with the insufficient funds for the Bucks and the 37 and 12-cent Bucks was hysterical. I thought they
just
overdid the
love it.
insufficient funds, the actual saying it, like it said it too many times. It could have been said once or twice, but like the fourth time, I was like, okay, that's enough. Like it was starting to kind
It
of
was good.
irritate me a little, but
It
like
was so
the
good.
first time, it was
I
hysterical. And yeah, that just them
it was
being broke is
good.
so funny. Matt
It
stopping to
was
sniff
good,
the money,
bruh.
sniff the money
The
in the bag.
match the match was good. The intros were good. The ending was great because Kenny's like, go help him out. And they're like, no. And it's like, well, Kenny, if they get hurt, they only have $32. So, mm,
But that
mm.
was so
Like,
nice. They gave him some money. Young Bucks, get together. Like at this point in time, why are y'all still heels? Why are y'all? What are we being bad guys for? You're not with Don Callis' family anymore. You're not. You're not.
yes, they
You.
are.
I mean, like okay, like look at it. They're what you call it? What? Why are they? Why are they? What's beneficial about this interaction with the Callis family? Like honestly, it's like
Because the Don Kyle's family wins. and they get championships. Championships and winning means more money. They need money.
They,
So
but I guess in my mind there is no please. Okay, and please don't do this when it comes out my mouth because enough's enough. There is no 8-man tag for $500,000. That's a lot of freaking people. I don't think we should do that. But it's like, come on, come on. Now when you're trying so hard to be bad, that means you shouldn't be doing it anymore. Come back, come back over, come back over, baby. But no, this was fun. This was so freaking fun. And tell me if I'm wrong, but they really haven't done matches together like that. I know that in the beginning they did like one or two, but they haven't done a lot where it was a rivalry. So it was also there. It was like, oh, that's why it's like this was a treat. This was a treat of a match.
I agree. The Young Bucks proved why they're, in that conversation, and I'm so happy to see Jurassic Express back together. So uh, let's see. What about the other World Tag Team title match in which Brodito surprisingly retained against
Ah,
Okada and Takeshita of the Don Callis family, mostly because Takeshita got taken out by a Rainmaker from Okada, for which for like a half a second he looked kind of shocked, and the smile on his face was brilliant. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not an Okada fan, but Okada got me a couple times in this match. A couple times he flipped the bird. There were a couple times in that smile when he blasted Takeshita. I was like, here we go. No, I
he does
thought
not
this was
like
fun.
that
I thought
man.
this was a lot of fun. I thought this was a lot of fun. I'm extremely happy that what I was afraid was going to be a very short run for Brodito and just kind of like let's just give it to him type of thing. They've let them actually shine and win and beat some quality tag teams. So I'm happy that they're getting a very solid run. Great for Brody King, great for Bandito. And I thought this match was a lot of fun. I enjoyed all of this. I can't lie. I enjoyed every bit of this. And I can't wait now. Now I'm extremely excited for Takeshita to beat the shit out of Okada. So I hope that that's what happens. I'm extremely excited for that match when it actually happens here soon. So, what do you guys think?
listen, I was the first to say I don't want to be together. Just give me a singles match. But now that you have me on, but you put me on the freaking train, I was having a good time, and now it's over. Boo, 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 boo. I totally agree that it makes sense for Brodito to win and extend their title reign, but I did want to see the mayhem with Okada and Takeshita continue as champions. I did. So boo, boo, not giving me that, but this was hilarious. And I guess if this is the last time we see Okada and Takeshita tag teaming, this was the best way to go. This is how you go out with the bang. And just like to ALW's point, yeah, this was all hilarious. It was
Rodito getting or Bandito getting the 21 plaques with the one arm.
that's a strong
Brody
boy.
King. Brody King with the or the 3-person German suplex that he barely got everybody got over. I mean, there was a lot of spots in that match that were a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that match a lot.
I
And
mean,
then
let's be real.
go ahead.
Hold on. Okada, it when they showed Don Callis' birthday and Okada accidentally cut off the TV in the middle of Takesha's speech, you knew what it was.
It's- He's so petty.
I'm sorry. I pressed the wrong button. So
He
sorry.
definitely is a dick. Dick Okada is definitely a thing
And
this season.
and never forget Okada's first gimmick in AEW was like, I'm so sorry, bitch. And like
Like
he did the I'm sorry. And he did the
Yeah.
mischievous smile that was like, bitch. And it's like, bruh, him and Takeshi is gonna really like him and Takeshi is gonna be amazing. I'm looking forward to it.
you can tell he's having fun, and it makes us having fun. But don't change him. Just keep him like this. We will boo him, but have fun with it.
Yeah, him and Takashi the 101 is going to be a lot of fun. So, all right. And then what about the last match? It wasn't the main event, but the last match we'll talk about. What about Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe?
Ooh,
I was a little disappointed that they didn't pull the trigger here with Mark Briscoe, but I also understand kind of because Kyle Fletcher is so good. And just, I mean, I man, I just I can't say enough about the dude for being 24, 25, whatever he is, and just it's insane. So that being said, I still kind of wish they'd have pulled the trigger and given it to Briscoe at least for a little bit, but maybe he'll have another chance. I don't know. This might be his only chance or his last valid shot at it or legitimate shot at it. So in that regard, it could be disappointing. But I thought they
the,
killed us. I thought
the
this was 5 stars.
conglomeration.
I thought this was
Mark Briscoe can always come back and be who he did. That's the great thing
Yeah.
about Mark Briscoe because he's such a talented wrestler, and his wrestling speaks for it. So
yeah.
I I thought he was gonna beat Kyle here.
Yeah, there were some spots where I was like, he's gonna win, and then I was like, oh man. And then the end is what it is, I guess. What are you gonna do? Uh, that's Callis family stuff for you, right? So, um,
Mm.
I
No,
mean,
no. Like we're all Mark Briscoe fans, but right now history has its eyes. I'll punch in it. I'm on a Hilton kick on Kyle Fletcher. Like after All Out and him going against Heyman, this is the year of playing close attention to see how he's going to get better to be champion next year. Because I'm pretty sure it's happening next year. And and he's probably going to win it off of Osprey. So yeah, all that. How we get from point A to point B is gonna be a good journey, and like, and hopefully Mark Briscoe will get his lick back because I do want him to be a champion in AEW. I do.
yeah, I agree. No, I very much enjoyed this match.
This pay
Let's see,
per
that
view
was a
was so
little
good.
what?
Like the
I didn't
pay
hear
per
what you
view
said.
was so good.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
pay per view was so
Overall,
good. This like yeah.
even the pre-show matches, which you didn't really talk about, but even the tailgate matches were solid. I mean, AEW has the best wrestlers in the world at the moment, and when they put on a show, it's a good show. I mean, you can't you assuming that you have even a little bit of knowledge about what you're doing or whatever. I mean, it's hard to make a lot of mistakes, and I understand he takes a lot of criticism for his booking, and some of it is definitely questionable. But with the plethora of choice he has to play with, it's hard to really make a lot of mistakes. I mean, it's you have so many things that you can do. So I my complaint, my standard complaint is just it's always too long, especially when you have. It was one thing when you had four in 2020. It was one thing when you started to have 6 or 8 pay-per-views, but now that you're going to do 12 or whatever it is you're doing, 11 or 12, you can't, 6 hours is too long. Unfortunately, it is. Even though all the matches are great, it's still too long. It's a long time to
You
expect people to
don't
watch.
have to watch it all. You don't have to watch it all. You know that you know the pay per views are gonna be long. Okay,
I don't watch them
this is
all. It's so
against you.
long.
This is against you and everybody else. Y'all know AEW is gonna have long ass pay per views. Either don't watch it live and watch it on like whatever where you can fast forward whatever, or just don't watch. Because they're like, oh, it's too long, it's too long, it's too long. Bro, you know it's going to be at least 6 hours. You know it at this point. You know it's going to be quality matches, and you know you're going to get tired. So buckle up, Buttercup, and do like the ring announcers and pee in a bag on glass and stick it next to you and hope Darby Allin doesn't bounce on you and pee on you. But
No.
you know this is going to be a long thing. You're in for the long haul. I'd rather watch all 6 hours of wrestling versus something that I'm paying $30 for. That's 3 hours, and I'm only getting 15 minutes of wrestling. The rest is ads.
That's
Hi
disrespectful.
WWE.
So
Disrespectful.
disrespectful,
It's
bro.
so disrespectful.
But did I
But
lie? Did
Tell me
I
where the
lie?
lie is.
let's go back to the whole peeing thing. Uh, announcer dude. You go pee. You are not needed when they fight in the ring. So you go pee. I wish I would see you pee in a bottle. For what? You announce them and that's it. That's it. Like that's your only job. You don't gotta be there to watch a fight, sir. Unless like in a 10-minute match at max. Go
Well, they
pee.
have to.
Huh?
Last thing I want to say is listening to Nigel McGuinness wax nostalgic about his matches with Samoa Joe and Ring of Honor back in the day make me want another Nigel Joe match. If Nigel's got another match in him, let's get a Nigel Joe match. One more. Just one more. One more. One more, Nigel. One more. Anything else anyone wants to say before we get out of here?
I want to say shout out to my homie via a wrestling group. His name is TJ Nuno. He won over the weekend the United States Heavyweight Championship for SKPW. As soon as he gets the link, I will share out the link. Shout out to Black wrestlers winning belts. So shout out to BTJ. As soon as I get the link, I will share it out with you guys so we can support more indies and have more of the thing that we love not be super tainted by corporate greed.
Please do.
You want to take us out, CM, and do a little housekeeping before we get out of here?
All right. So you can catch Anika and Sammy occasionally on Fridays when they watch commercials in WWE SmackDown, mainly commercials for Friday night fights, because SmackDown is 95% commercials at this point. It's for Friday night fights, and it starts at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you come on Saturday mornings on Twitch, YouTube, you can see.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to get
Change
there.
the thingy.
I'm trying.
Winner Circle, where they talk about where it's everybody but me. Discuss AEW Dynamite, and AEW Collision. They go into detail. I cleaned my house to this because they talk in 3 days, but it's really good. So come on and watch that. And they start at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. We are live most every Tuesday for the Cookout here on YouTube and Twitch. And then we are here at starting at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. Pacific. All of our shows are across Twitch. You can find the Cookout on everywhere you get podcasts. We are here for a lot of the pay-per-views and all those things. We're trying to get more consistent, guys. Please bear in mind, we have families, we have work, we have other commitments, and we can't be everywhere as much as we would love to, as much as we plan to. Things happen. And we can only do what we can do. We love and appreciate you guys. We want you guys to stay safe, stay amazing. Comment us again. Comment all the things. But yeah, just know that we love you, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for being on this journey with us for the past few years. Until next time.
That's crazy.
Peace.
Bye.
Switch.
You did.